Hello, hello, hello. It's that time of year again, and welcome back. My name is Michael, or Michael Firehurt, and welcome back to Fyrestrike Entertainment. And once again, honestly, thank you. 2023 has been a productive year in that I honestly did not know what I was going to do going into it. The only things for sure were a playthrough of Atomic Heart and finishing up The Evil Within. As you can see by looking at the channel, Atomic Heart didn't happen, but Evil Within did. So that finished up with the DLC, and Atomic Heart is just a game that I wanted to play and never got around to it, just because I didn't feel like it after a certain point. But overall, thank you for a productive year. I feel like that's fairly certain. Fyrestrike Entertainment began as one thing, and it's turned into something else. I would say what that is, but I'm holding my tongue here. I don't want to spoil anything for the future, or if I change my mind on anything, I don't want to keep it, or I don't want it to be open. So, what was this year? This year was a time of tribulations. 2023 was interesting in that COVID essentially was over. It's been over by this point, but a lot of the things that technically came out of it still remain. We can look at everything in different ways, but the key thing that happened this year was that in December of 2022, my computer and its graphics card, or graphics component, essentially went boom. Metaphorically, not figuratively, not literally. The reasoning why is when I went to go export some videos for 2023 and the end of 2022 before going on vacation, the video stopped wanting to export. So that was fun. So yeah, I had to re-export those videos in a different way, and yeah, now we have a new beast, a new weapon of choice. That technically was my 2023. I've done school stuff. I was stressed for a good chunk of the year. We started some new series, new gameplay types. I played a lot of games with Pickle. In June, my computer had issues with Xbox, and then in July, I believe it was the month of June and July were the months of my audio was broken. So whenever I talk about corrupted audio or corrupted videos, that's kind of the reasoning. Outlast Whistleblower and beginning of Outlast 2 suffered, and a lot of other games suffered from poor audio. In May and early June, I recorded Half-Life 2. That's never going to see a live day unless I re-record it, simply because the audio is so bad on that. But yeah, that was my 2023. It's essentially been dealing with school, dealing with life, dealing with just all these annoyances, but moving forward. And I feel like that's something that I need to just say is, like, once again, just thank you. Because of what viewers see and because of what viewers want to see, that's kind of why everything goes. And if you want to see more from the channel, or what you want to see more of the channel, you can just put it in the comments, and or join the Discord, which is linked in the description. But come join, and we can talk about stuff, and I'll probably go live a bit more, if I haven't gone live a bit more in December. Yeah, we're gonna see what happens. So beyond that, there's a little bit of house cleaning that I usually get to in these videos. Really quick, easy house cleaning, which is just join the Discord. Things can't change for the better unless I get comments or people join the Discord. So like what you like, dislike what you don't like. I'm really open to dislikes. It just lets me know what people like and do not like. But if you want to get your say, you want to join the community, join the Discord. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, usually by now, it's been probably 20 minutes for one of these videos. I think I've done this once or twice. I don't remember beyond that how many times I've done this. So, let's talk about some things that would go in another video or an update video, but are going to go in this one instead. So, firstly, I'm getting a bit tired of YouTube's algorithm. And how it affects different videos. So let's talk about the first series, FE Archive. Now, if you know what FE Archive is, FE Archive was meant to be a archive of test footage or other footage that just doesn't want to see the light, or I don't want to see the light of day. Whether I disliked a game, or I just stopped playing it, or I just didn't feel like finishing, that's where you're going to get FE Archive. You do have a few videos like with Cube, where it's because of glitches, Prey because of a save issue, Sunset Overdrive because of a save issue, but you also get stuff like Light Matter, where Light Matter is probably one of my, it's Portal-like, and I love Portal. I've played Magnetic Cage Close. I'm not sure if that footage will see the light of day, just because it was recorded a long time ago. I could just release it when I get a chance, just as a regular series. But when it comes down to it, I feel like FE Archive is meant to be a archive rather than a screening room, a preview room. But I feel like a lot of people take it as a preview room for that reason, because they feel like, oh, you can release whatever you want, and this is just a preview of what people like and what people want to see. And that's kind of like a negative facet of that. And I will keep up with FE Archive, but it's not going to be every week. The reason why it's been every week is because I've had a lot of FE Archive stuff, and I still have quite a bit more, but I wanted to release it so that it was regular, and then it wasn't taking up a day or a slot. And that's something that I need to bring up, is that when it comes to creating content, say I'm releasing 3 videos a week for an entire year, that's 156 videos. So it ranges from 52 to 156 videos per year. At approximately that amount, you're dealing with a chance that I only have to record 78 hours of footage per year. But that's not what happens. There are times where if I'm playing with Pickle every day in a month, and we're playing for 2 to 3 hours, that's approximately, 2 to 3 hours, that's 60 to 90 hours if it's every day, which it isn't, but if it was. And if we play something like co-play, or we play co-op, and I have his recordings, that goes from, say, a game takes 15 hours to complete. That means that I have 30 hours of footage that I now have to sort through, match up, play with, and create a video with, and that's a bit of a difficult thing. I know this is FE Archive, but that's where you have issues where stuff gets archived because he doesn't record properly, and that was with Dissonance. But let's go on to, I guess, the next series, because FE Archive is still going to continue. I'm not going to get rid of that. The next series would be, our next gameplay recording type would be co-play. Co-play is one of those things where Pickle had this idea, and I was like, hey, I'll take it. And we've only done Outlast with it. I would love to do other games with co-play. The problem is that it can't be co-play. It can't be a co-op game. And that's kind of like the issue, right? It's like, if it's a co-op game, it's not gonna work. So, and also kind of, if it's not horror, which horror is the easiest to do co-plays with, because, yeah, it has to be a game that we both know, or one of us knows more than the other. And I don't feel like co-play works perfectly with open world games. It's not going to work really well with certain games, so it's like, co-play is going to be probably a rarer series to see, but it's still going to be here. Some new ideas that I have, I had FE Retro, which is playing like old retro games from like way earlier eras. I had, what was another series? I'm trying to think of what I had in mind. There's another set of things I had in mind. Let me see if I can pull those up really quick. But when it comes to a series, like, the problem with different series is, like, if you try to push yourself into a box, like, these series are essentially just a way to categorize everything. It's kind of like a categorization box in a way. So I had this idea of doing more of the stuff with the Foundation, bringing the Foundation back. Retro stuff. FE Abridged, we're playing an entire video is one game. Gaming, like a thing about gaming elements. Second Chance, or giving games on FE Archive a second chance. A thing to scare me shitless, right? And I feel like that's the thing, is like, there's a lot of series ideas that I have that I want to try out this year. So look forward to that. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, and I just can't the idea. Like, that's fair. But other than that, that's kind of really... This year wasn't super eventful when it comes to series. Do I want to do a Pokemon series or a game that's like Pokemon? Yes. I'm not gonna... I don't want to scare anyone and say, well, you're gonna totally do this now, or bring up, like, hype if for people who watch and they're just watching for one thing. There's a lot of footage that I have from other games that probably is going to just get... I'm not going to archive it, but it probably is just going to get scrapped. I would archive it, but it's not worth it, per se, right? Like, there's a lot of things that should just not see the light of day. There's going to be, in the future, of looking on the channel and knowing exactly what videos go up or go live. There will be more TF2, that's for certain. There's going to be more Deep Rock Galactic, that's for certain. There might be more Sea of Thieves from all those years ago. You might be thinking, Michael, why the would you put Sea of Thieves content up on the channel? That didn't do well. Well, the answer is plain and simple. And yes, I just went silent for a second. The answer is plain and simple. It's that I have 151 gigabytes of Sea of Thieves footage, and I can at least tell the end of the story. I'm not going to be super detailed with it, but I can at least show the ending to the story that I started. But I might just scrap it, in all honesty. That video, that's whole... A lot of that footage is recorded over Game Cloud, so... But there's a number of series that I would love to do more with. Play more games, hang out more, do more things that I've wanted to play. Like, I have a whole game queue, but I haven't touched it in a while because I just haven't gone around to it. I just haven't had the time. And I feel like that's kind of like the thing, is like, the problem with recording and uploading and doing all this stuff is I have the time to play with Pickle, but I don't have the time I take to myself. I usually am not recording always because there are games that I want to try, like Tin Hearts. Am I going to play Tin Hearts for YouTube? No, it's a peaceful game. It's made to just relax. Am I going to play Hi-Fi Rush for YouTube? No, I played Hi-Fi Rush. Hi-Fi Rush is my game of the year. But I didn't play it for YouTube because I wanted to listen to the music. I wanted to have fun. And like, that's kind of like the thing, is I don't know to what extent am I having fun anymore. The end of 2023 was with the multimedium. And the multimedium, because I believe it came out in 2022, or if it came out in 2023, it may have come out in 2023. There's a lot of games that came out in 2023 that I just paid no attention to. But the multimedium, it also is like a really good game, and I really enjoyed it. No matter how many times I died to maybe a few dumb things, to even having an issue with the grappling hook mechanic, I loved that game. Kinduo 2, I had a lot of fun with that game, right? So it's one of those things where, looking at last year and looking at 2023 from my eyes, from what I've done for the channel and what I've released for the channel, I have to see that there's a lot of games that I enjoy, and there's a lot of things that I will enjoy in the future. And I just want to say, once again, thank you. I'm going to choose some games that I really want to play. Some old games, mind you. I have games on Xbox that I can play now. I have a game that, beyond the old Xbox recording system that I had, I have a new one. I can play games on Switch if I really want to for YouTube. I can play Wii games if I really want to. I figured that out. I might emulate a few games just because there are games that I really want to play. And I just want to say, for all you out there who watch the channel and hang out, and if you, as I said, join the Discord if you want. Thank you. And that's really all I have to say is thank you. It's been an interesting year. It's been a weird year. Not everything works like you would want it to, but that's just how it is. And moving into 2024, all we can say is, or all I can say is, let's see what happens, and let's have some fun with it. So, thank you all for watching, and I guess I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.